Hi again, everyone. Welcome back. I am Wicked Crafty Mom, also April, and I am going to show you some things that I picked up while I was at the Dollar Tree, and I set myself a budget of $20, and I stuck to that budget of $20 that day at the Dollar Tree, and that's all I got to say about that. But while I was waiting for my tripod to come in and my microphone to come in, I did tap into some of these things, so you'll see that some of them are open. But everything I got with the intention of doing this video. So I guess I'll just get started. So this is a pillow cover, and you get it for $1. But I really like the black material, and I like that it has a zipper because I can actually use the zipper elsewhere if I want, or for decoration, or on a journal to keep it closed if I want. So there are a lot of options that I can use that for. I can also make paper. Well, Pam at the Paper Outpost calls it fabric paper. And so I can make that and use that in my junk journal as well. And this particular haul, actually, I'm planning on showing you guys in other videos, kind of expanding on what I'm talking about here now. So I will be actually doing videos specifically with a lot of these items to show you different ways that you can use them. So that's one of the things I got. And this is some yarn, and actually it ended up being a lot different than I thought it was going to be when I grabbed it. I got it in the craft corner at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it was actual regular yarn, but it's not. It's kind of this neat netting thing, so I'm really looking forward to kind of playing with this and seeing what it can do. I also have some crafty ideas for this, because like you could use it in flower arrangements, over the top of your container to kind of keep things in place. So I think this is going to have a lot of good uses, and I really like the color and the sparkles in it. So I'm excited about this. So there are going to be tons of options for this. Now I got masking tape because I haven't actually had masking tape to use with my junk journaling yet, but I've seen a lot of applications for it on videos in terms of using it as part of, pages, or just kind of keeping things stuck together until whatever. I wouldn't use it probably for any long-term holds, but for a temporary hold, definitely, I think this will be great, and I think it's going to be really neat to use for stencils and things like that. So I will show that. Now this is Mod Podge, and you can actually get this at the Dollar Tree in this bottle, and it's a water-based sealer, it's a glue, and it's a finish, and I love this stuff. It's I like the way it finishes. And I like the way I love, like I said earlier, I love decoupage and collage. So this is going to be something that I'm actually going to be using a lot in videos anyway, because I use it a lot in my regular life. So my regular junk journaling, scrapbooking, crafting life. So you'll get to see me use this a lot. So I'm not actually going to do a special video devoted to this, because I think you'll get the gist of it when I use it. So this is crepe paper, and I told myself that I want to buy different colors of crepe paper for several reasons. It's going to be great decoration to use because of how thin it is, and how it's crepe paper. I'm sure you've seen crepe paper before, but because it's so flexible and there's so many applications you can use. You can roll it up and make little flowers out of it and attach those to whatever you want to. So there are tons of different crafts you can do with crepe paper. So I've decided that I want to acquire more. I'm also going to do an experiment about different ways to use crepe paper in order to dye and color paper. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm going to be doing probably a video about just crepe paper at some point. We'll see. I got some glitter. I actually had 2 colors of glitter already. I have purple and blue, and so I thought this green would go nicely with it. And I actually have already used it on a layout. So I will be talking about different ways that you can use glitter too, other than how you would normally, in addition to how you would normally use it. I got this brush also in the Crafter Square in the stencil. It's a stencil brush, which I know you can read, I'm sure. But I really like these for applying glue, for doing the Mod Podging, for painting, for stenciling. Like, I think it's a really handy. I like the bristles, kind of words are hard. I like the stiffness of the bristles for a lot of my projects, even though you did see me use, in my last video, you saw me use that other paintbrush. That's because that's what I grabbed. So you can also get 9 feet of lots of different ribbons and laces at the Dollar Tree. And this particular lace is a white lace, and I thought it would be really handy. I have some purple too. So I'm kind of trying to look and grab some more lacy things when I see them, because it's not something I naturally grab. So I'm trying to train myself to grab some things. This is another pillowcase, and it's for regular pillows, I believe. But I liked the pattern, and I think it's going to be really neat. You could use it to cover a junk journal. You could use it to decorate inside a junk journal. You can use pieces for decoupage. Like, there's so many options you can use fabric for that I'm really excited to play with this. And I thought it was just a really neat and pretty pattern. And this is just a scarf that I got, again, for the same reasons. I'm going to go ahead and use it in pieces, most likely. I liked the colors. I think it goes really well with this, so I think I could do something with both of these together. And it's just, if you're buying a pillowcase for $1, or a pillowcase for $1, or even these scarves for $1, you're going to get a lot of use out of them, because you're not probably going to use all of them at one time, or probably even all of them in 2 times. So depending on what you're doing with them, you can get a lot of mileage out of these fabrics and only pay $1 for them. Now these are, I threw these in here on purpose because we went to the pet store. And junk journaling, a lot of what I really like about junk journaling is grabbing ephemera. And ephemera is stuff that you would typically throw away. And so, not that I would necessarily throw these away, but these are just pamphlets that I got, and a good way to use, if you don't want to, like, for example, if you don't want to tear up books. A good way to get text for using in your junk journals, because I'll show you different ways that you can use text or book pages. But this is a great source for different kinds of fonts, different texts. If you like dogs too, this particular one that I grabbed is awesome. My teenage son is making a junk journal, and I grabbed him one of these because he loves dogs so much, and so I think he'll get a lot of good use out of it. But I also I kept this one for myself, because even if you're not using it for the size is good if you want to use it for like so many things. I have so many ideas, you guys, that it's ridiculous. But I'm gonna see if I can find, yeah, this is what I'll do. The size is good because I made these folders we're holding my stuffs. This is a folder for 12 by 12 inch papers, but look, I just used our local newspaper that you can get at the grocery store to make this, and then I collaged all over it. So that's kind of what's giving it the structure, and that's what's going to keep it strong. So again, you can pick these up. You can use these in your junk journal. You can put them in as pages. You can use them on the covers. You can, like, there's, you guys, I got ideas. But I saw this particular one and I liked the paintings on it, and I think that those will be great in little snatches on tags or whatever. Now, if you don't want to cut up books, and I know I was super squeamish about it at first, but if you don't want to cut up books, you definitely don't have to. But if you are going to choose to cut up books, for junk journaling, the books at the dollar store are great. Because they usually, you can find some with nice covers. I really like this particular one. I think yep. You can see at the top that it's not glued. So I will be able to take it apart and take this whole section out and just keep the cover. And also the covers are great for, you know, letters. They're a great resource too. You can use the covers as the dust covers as pages in your junk journal too, if you want to, because you know they kind of match the cover here. But personally, I just kind of have a stack of them. But you can use the pages in the book too, and so you can use everything of a lot of these things, and I'll show you step by step how to cut this apart. And whatnot too in other videos. Now this is Crafters Square again. Most of the stuff that I have here is Crafters Square because that's the section I shopped in. This double-sided tape is awesome. It's super sticky and I love it. However, I have had several things that I've made. I started scrapbooking, God, 20 years ago, if not more. And so some of the things that I made that I used, because I used to get the fancy tape rollers and, you know, they just kind of lay tape down or whatever, or the double-sided tape or what have you. And what I found is that the things that I made back then are starting to fall apart. So the tape isn't sticking anymore. So I am much more liberal with glue, much more likely to use glue on things that I want to hold long term. However, I did put together those folders that I showed you. If I had to stick papers together, I was sticking them together with a double-sided tape because I knew I was going to be decoupaging on top, and that would kind of hold everything together. But I love this stuff for, you know, getting stuff going, as long as I'm going to be reinforcing it again somehow later. You can get a set of stencils at the dollar store, and I got these. Actually, these were something I carefully selected. I saw some cute ideas on YouTube DIYs with some stencils, so I wanted to try them out. I like, you know, they're a good size. I've seen a lot of things with letters and numbers, and you know, that's a lot of fun to put into your journal, so I wanted to start getting stencils in order to do that. And again, this is probably something that I can show you a bunch of different ideas on in a video. This is probably going to get used, so you'll see me using it and you'll see kind of how I use it. So I'm probably not going to do a specific video about this. And then I got some stickers, and I decided to allow myself 2 things of stickers and see how well I can follow my own advice. So I got 3 things of stickers, because they didn't actually have some of the items that I was intending on getting when I went to the store. So some of the things that I had to kind of switch out to keep to my $20, but still get good, useful things. So these stickers are nice because they're 3D. They're good. They seem to be good quality stickers with, you know, glitter on them, some dimension to them. And these ones are really neat because they look like tintype, and I really, again, they add some texture, they add some shine, they add kind of a little pizzazz to your journal, or your craft or whatever. But these are great things, and again, I'll be using these as I go, I think, unless I decide to plot. And I really like these letter stickers because they're going to be a great way for me to just keep moving, I think, because I've had some situations like I've had some situations where I want to get a word down real quick, and I don't want to, you know, dig through all of my word papers or whatever, and I just want to, in this one it was create, so I tapped into this one to say create. And so yes, you're kind of stuck with them in terms of this design as this design, but even with this design, it's got the black and it's got the white, so I could very easily take some markers and color the stickers themselves to change the colors of that. So you're never really definitely stuck with anything that you buy. It doesn't have to stay the way it is. And this is just a dish tub that I got, and you can see that it's all brown and nasty because this is what I dyed my coffee dyed papers in. So I got this and I filled it up with some water and with some instant coffee, and I finally found a use for decaf, so I use it for my coffee dyeing, and it's instant coffee. And I dipped the papers in here, and that's how I did it. Again, I'll go into a lot more detail on another video where I actually do some dyeing. And one more thing I did want to mention, and I know it's kind of silly because it's full, but this is a little container I got from the dollar store at another time, and I wanted to point it out because this is a great little trash can for me for all my little junk, my little bits that I don't need. So then I can just empty it as I go, or as I want to, or apparently never, because, you know, it's full. But this is my Dollar Tree haul, and I will definitely be making videos to go over different ways to use the majority of these, and the ones that I don't make specific videos for, you're gonna definitely see. So, having said that, that is gonna be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and oh right, be sure to subscribe if you like what you are seeing on this video and the other videos that I'm posting. Definitely please subscribe, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave comments below. I will check as often as humanly possible while trying to maintain, you know, somewhat of a normal life. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you next time. Oh, I have a Facebook group. That's right, I have a Facebook group. So if you go onto Facebook, I am Wicked Crafty Mom. You can find the group, you can join it. We're talking about a lot of different kinds of crafting. If you're inexperienced with crafting, it may be a great resource for you. If you are experienced crafting, maybe you can be a resource for somebody. If not, you can just, you can lurk, you can participate, you can do whatever you want in terms of being in the group. But I definitely look forward to having you. Thanks for watching. Bye.